Good morning, students. Today in this class, I'm going to explaining to you that is management as a profession. In the organization, different activities carried by the one person, that is manager. The manager is a very important for any kind of organization. It does not matter the small scale organization or large scale organization, and also the managers may help a lot or playing important role in the achievement of organizational goals. Here that question, if they want to enter as a manager, they should have any qualification or they should require any qualification. For this question, you will get answer by understanding of characteristics of profession. Before learning of characteristics of profession, we should know that what is the meaning of profession. Here, the profession means it is occupation in which it may consist of specialized knowledge and skill and the academic preparations. That means here specialized knowledge. Any profession, they should have some specialized knowledge, and also the skill also is a very important. Without the skill, it is very difficult to manage any profession. And also the academic profession, that means the qualification. The qualification also is a very important. The best examples for profession is doctors, lawyers, teachers, chartered accountant, company secretary, engineers. These are the best examples for the profession. Here, I am taking a best example as a teacher. The teacher, as a teaching profession, the person has to enter into a teaching profession. They should have a specialized knowledge. It is very difficult. All of them cannot become as a teacher. And also, the same person cannot teach all the subject. He has to specialize. He has to teach like a language, like a particular Kannada or Hindi or commerce. Commerce means accountancy, business studies, or whatever it is. But he cannot teach all the subject. He has to specialize in the particular subject. It is called specialized knowledge. And also the skill. He should know that how to manage the class in the school or a college or a whatever that in a university. That means the teacher should have a skill. Here the skill also is a very important for any profession, not only for a teaching profession. And also the qualification. The teacher should have a qualification to enter into as a profession. Without that qualification, cannot be enter into as a teaching profession. They should require some qualification. What is a qualification here? They should pass the graduation in a school level, in a college level. The teacher should have a post graduation and plus the particular examination. That is, if the teacher they want to teach for a PU level, they should have post graduation plus bachelor of education. These are the qualifications should have in a teaching profession. I hope you understood very well. That is, profession means you can see that the three important thing, that is specialized knowledge, skill, and qualification. These all the things should have by the individuals. Now let us learn the profession, the characteristics of profession, or features of profession. These are the features we can consider as a management as a profession. The first one, well-defined body of knowledge. Already you have learned management as a art, management as a science. Now you are learning management as a profession. For in the three concepts also, we have that we can see that this knowledge. In the profession also, the knowledge is a very important. All the profession are based on a well-defined body of knowledge that can be acquired through the instruction. I give examples the different profession that all the profession should have or require some knowledge. How they can acquire this knowledge? By learning of books, or they can get the knowledge in the college or in the university or in a institute. In a teachers, the teaching profession, the person they can get a knowledge by learning of books or in a college or in a university. Take it as one more best example, the chartered accountant. The chartered accountant, they should acquire that knowledge by learning of books, journals, and also they should learn in an institute, that is Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. They should get a knowledge from this institute. Even the doctors also, they should learn or they should get knowledge by learning of books, and they have to get knowledge from the colleges or a university. In the organization perspective, the managers also should have some knowledge. Usually, the manager should have some qualification, but it is not compulsory. It is not mandatory in India. They not made it as any compulsory. That means if you want to enter into as a manager in any organization, the basic or the minimum qualification, the qualification is MBA, that is Master of Business Administration, and the person should acquire the knowledge by learning of the principles, and these principles they can learn by the books or journals by the managers. This is called well-defined body of knowledge. That means in simple, all the profession should require well-defined body of knowledge. This can acquire by the instruction. Second feature is restricted entry. The entry to a profession is restricted through an examination or through acquiring an educational degree. If you want to enter into any profession, they should have some restriction. What restriction here? The person should supposed to pass the examination and also should acquire an educational degree. That means if you want to be doctor, you should pass that exam of MBBS, as well as you should have a certificate. The teacher profession, the teacher profession or teaching profession, the teacher should pass that examination, that is post graduation, and also they should have a certificate. Like the best example, the chartered accountant. If you want to become a chartered accountant, you have to pass that examination, and also you should have a degree, and you should have a membership in the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. These are the different examples. Coming to that organization perspective, for the managers, there is no restriction of anyone being of that qualification. In organization point of view, that is, I am telling you that in a small scale organization, as a manager, they are not passing any examination. There is no compulsory. But in some organization, they are going to made it compulsory. But in India, it is not compulsory. If you want to become a manager, or if you are a manager, there is not required that qualification. But all other professions, it requires compulsory. But the managers is not compulsory. This is called restricted entry. And coming to that, professional association. Here, all that profession are affiliated to professional association, which regulates entry, grants certificate of practices, and they are framing code of conduct. That means professional association. What is their professional association? They have that some association. It is related to their particular profession. This professional association, they are framing rules and regulation, that is code of conduct, how to behave or how to act in their profession. And this professional association, they are issuing that certificates, that is marks cards, and they are going to regulate that entry. That means without that membership, the person cannot enter into any profession. The best example, the teachers. The teaching profession, if the person they want to enter into in the teaching profession, they should pass that examination. This examination will going to conducted by the university. The university will issue that the marks cards to a person, and also the person should follow the rules and regulation framed by the university. Like chartered accountant. The chartered accountant, if they want to pass that examination, this examinations will conducted by the ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. This association will issue that marks card, and they are conducting the code of conduct. And coming to the doctor's profession, the doctor's profession, they have professional association of IMA, Indian Medical Association. And for CS, they have that professional association called ICCI, Institute of Company Secretary of India. And coming to the in organization perspective, for the managers, there is no particular profession, but in India they have that AIMA, All India Management Association. This association will frame that rules and regulation, and in what way the managers has to follow the rules and regulation in the organization. This is called professional association. That means in simple you can understand all the profession are affiliated to the professional association. This professional association grants a certificate framing of code of conduct. And fourth one, ethical code of conduct. Ethical code of conduct means it is a rules and regulation. That means they have to take or they should follow the compulsory rules and regulation. The doctor profession. The doctor should not make any discrimination in a patient, like a different discrimination. And also the lawyers. The lawyers also, they should not make a discrimination. They should follow the rules and regulation. They should give good justice to the clients. And coming to that, in and the managers, there is no particular code of conduct for the managers, but the manager should help to that to achieving of organizational goal. And also the main goal or objective of a manager's, he has to maximize the profit of an organization. It is called code of conduct. That means all that profession, they should have a code of conduct. It guides of an member. And fifth one, service motive. All that profession, the main objective is giving of services. It is not earning of money, but giving of services to the society or to the customer. The teaching profession, either it is not important to earning of money, but they have to give good education, and the teachers has to create good career of an student to his life. Like in organization point of view, the main service is the organization has to provide good quality of goods and services to the society. It is the main objective of an organization. And also, even they have to render some services to the society. This is called service motive. These other features may help to consider a management as an profession. Finally, the conclusion: with understanding of all this function or all these characteristics, may fulfilling of management as an profession. Thank you.